Welcome to the highly lifted up worship galas hosted by Mwamuka. I'm Mwamuka. I'm pleased to have you today in this event. I've invited you so that we come together to worship the King of Kings, the one who is highly lifted up. Isaiah says, in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord. He was seated on the throne, and the throne was highly lifted up, and the train of his robe filled the temple. And we are here to join the seraphims, the cherubims, to worship the King of Kings, coming from all walks of life. I'm sure you're going to be blessed today. Just open your heart, be ready to dance, be ready to clap, be ready to shout, and be free in the presence of the Lord.
Has the Lord lifted you up from the miry clay? You want to declare, prophesy your lifting. The path of the just is like a shining sun, gets brighter and brighter and brighter to the perfect day. Higher, 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 higher.
I'm Margaret Mwamuka. I'm happily married to Dr. Joe. We are blessed with 3 sons. I'm a worshiper. I discovered the calling of worship upon my life after I'd been born again. I grew up in a family of singers. My mom and dad would sing in the morning, sing on the roadside, sing in the garden. So I grew up in a singing Christian environment, and there's no other singing that I ever knew except singing in the house of God. So in that, when I got born again, the most obvious place for me to go was to sing in the worship team, and I started learning there and also got some grooming till I really realized, got to understand, this is a calling that I must take seriously. And it took me a while, only recently, that when I realized, when I turned 50 years of age, that if I appear before the throne of grace, what will at the throne of judgment, what will happen to me with all these graces and giftings in the area of music? What will I say to the Lord? I really felt I'd been feeling the urge to record music. So I felt I was behind time and it had to happen. So finally, highly lifted up worship album, it came to be.
Thank you, Jesus. Give thanks unto the Lord for his good, his mercy endureth forever. Give thanks unto the Lord for his good, his mercy endureth forever. He's good, the Lord is good, hey, his mercy endureth forever. Give thanks.
I also realized through revelation, I suppose, that one can just die a local hero, but you can also enlarge your territory. How? If you're an author, write books. They'll be written after you have passed into glory. They can also be written in lands where you have never even been to. Same with music. Your music can be listened to a place where you've never been, and people can also listen to it whilst you're not even there, even when you're asleep. It can be ministering to people. So in this quest like Jabez, where I was saying, Lord, enlarge my territory, I felt that I would localize myself too much to my local church, because you cannot be in many places at the same time on a Sunday morning. But through your music, you can be found everywhere. So I was so encouraged through this revelation to enlarge, to get the territory of my impact and influence going far. How I'd heard words of encouragement from people in the church that whenever I'm singing, there's something that happens to them. And this kept coming till I felt the need. Why don't we take and package this grace to be able to be heard by other people? So I believe, especially, I love to sing worship. Anybody who is a worshiper, a serious worshiper, I'm sure they'll be blessed by the music that I've recorded so far on the album Highly Lifted Up.
Hosanna in the highest. Oh Lord, Hosanna in the highest. Oh Lord, yes Lord. Oh, holy, you are holy. Hey, hey, holy. We bless you, Jesus.
those songs. I received them from the Lord when I was worshiping. I'm a curious young lady. I don't know what about 50 years of age, but I'm a curious young lady who loves to experiment. So I've got a keyboard. I can play a keyboard. So I would worship God on the keyboard, and somehow I always stray into new songs, new tunes, and I started recording them on the phone. And later realized that this song is actually good songs. They'll always come back, even if I forget a song. Later another day when I'm worshiping, that song would come back. Till when I realized I needed to record music, I pulled those songs. Some of them were 11 years old, some 8 years old, just being filed away. And then we brought them together and we put them together into this album, which the album track, the album title is Highly Lifted Up. But the key song there, which made me to win the award, is called Highly Lifted Up. It's a powerful song. It blesses my heart. There's so many songs there that are blessing. There's another song which we call Her, which means there's no one like Jesus. There's another song we call Greater M, the account of how God manifested himself in his awesome power. They're mighty songs there. But the theme of the album is a people who are highly lifting up God, and then God is also highly lifting up his people. So it's two dimensions of us responding to who he is, and we bless him. And then he responds by lifting the poor from the dunghill and the needy from the dust, and causing us to inherit a throne of honor and to sit among princes. So that's the main message in most of these songs on this album.
Imi Jehova bako rangu usoare kumanikizwa Ndo yewo muna chaso usoare kumanikizwa Ndo wandamo muna chaso usoare kumanikizwa
When I got revelation through the encouragement of children of God, it's good to encourage other people and speak positive about to them about what they carry. When I realized the encouragement I got from people listening to the album, I felt there is need for to promote this album and take it far, but not only to promote. To me, it's like it's a crusade, a serious crusade. That's why these worship galas are free. Why a gala? I was just studying in the world, in our country over the years, that people could gather in a stadium all night worshiping God. So I was asking myself, why can't us as children of God also gather in a stadium all night worshiping the Lord? And it is where the concept of the gala comes in. So since this is my first my first happening in the music industry on a greater scale, I feel hesitant to start off in stadiums because not many people know my Mwamuka. But otherwise, we are believing God that as this vision grows, we'll be going into stadiums. And this is a free event. People are not paying. We're just coming together to worship the Lord. So God then laid in my heart to start in Mutare and Mashingo. So 12th of October is Mutare evening. It's a Friday evening in Mutare. Highly lifted up worship gala. Then the following day on Saturday 13th, we are in Mashingo. 27th of October, we are in Guero. 3rd of November 2018, we are in Victoria Falls. And the final one will be in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, on the 17th of November. What are we doing? We're having groups, other artists, recorded artists, some are upcoming, that are going to come on the day for us to just worship free of charge and exalt him who is highly lifted up.
I lift my hands to the mighty King. Mighty King. You are the great. You are the great. That I am. The great I am. I lift my hands. I lift my hands to the mighty King.
Highly lifted up galas, they are areas of strength in which God has brought me through, and from my experiences that I've come through, I believe somebody can be helped just in a moment, just a word of counsel. The first area where I've got strength is marriage. I was bad news as a wife, and my husband had a tough time. But thank God for the lessons that I learned through marriage, and Paul said the things that befell me have led to the furtherance of the gospel. So in these galas, I believe in God that in every gala, God is going to give me grace to give some powerful nuggets to people that are there, to help the young ones in the music industry that will be there on how to keep their marriages safe and sweet. As well as women, normally us women are the ones who are the biggest problem in marriage. Men are not so difficult. Some of them are naughty, but us women are the biggest problem. So I also learned just from snippets of nuggets. Just a statement has changed my life many times. So in these galas, I'm going to share. I know a lot of people are going to be helped and be healed in their marriage experience. I also have strength in the issue of soul winning. I love soul winning. So these galas, the major reason also they are free is to catch some fish for the Lord. So we're going to have some slots where we actually stop and do serious soul winning, to search for those who are lost, who need to give their lives to Christ, to search for those whom God is looking for. It's going to happen at the gala. Then also, I've got a strength and an affinity in the area of healing. I've seen healing miracles. Sometimes even when you're worshiping, I've seen serious healing miracles. So I would feel I've changed God for us to live such an environment and atmosphere where God has come down and not take advantage of that atmosphere which is carrying the healing anointing. So these are some of the things that I'm really aspiring for us to move into in this highly lifted up worship galas. You cannot have God come down and go back home the same way we can, because He's highly lifted up. He will come down and heal every aspect, financial, marital, every story God can heal.